G'day guys, it's Fred from Norweld. Welcome back to another video. This one's going to be quite special. We have the brand new INEOS Grenadier Quartermaster here. You've seen the videos I've done before on them, so we did a cab chassis model and a tub variant. This one's another cab chassis, however it's black, and this one is a demonstrator model. So this one's going to be traveling around Australia, going to all the press events, and we got to do something special for this one. So the last one you've seen, we put a Deluxe Plus tray on it. This one is going to have an Elite tray on it. Let me speak to you a bit more about that. So we released the Elite tray back at the start of 2024. That's what's going to go on the back of this. We're going to paint it in the same color, black as well as the INEOS here. So it's going to be all matched up perfectly. We have all the sensors in the rear. They're all going to be relocated into the rear of the tray that you're going to see. All the fuel is going to be perfectly exactly how it is to factory. Same with the AdBlue. Without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to hand it over to our professional fitting team. All right guys, on this table in front of me is everything that is included when you purchase an Elite tray. So the boys will put all of this on the back of your vehicle. So starting off, we've got our big 10mm mounts here. We've got our rear infill panel. So this is gonna house your sensors. You've got all the componentry here, all the exclusive Norweld items. We've got a custom made loom, and of course your toolboxes that are gonna sit on underneath on the tray. We've got fuel as well. So we've got a custom made billet for your fuel. So we're gonna install that now. We've got hoses, everything all ready to go. So the boys are going to get started, starting with the mounts, and then we'll move on to the fuel system, wiring, tray will go on then, infill panel, and then the toolboxes. So let's get going. You've seen us complete a Deluxe Plus tray on a Quartermaster, and now standing behind me, we have the first Elite tray and canopy sitting on the back of a INEOS Grenadier Quartermaster. Check it out. Now before I jump into this walkthrough, on the top right there, I'll have a link to our previous videos of other INEOS vehicles that we've fitted out before. That one had a Deluxe Plus tray on it. Now this one is the first with an Elite tray. So It is an 1826 by 8050 tray. It has our new contemporary look headboard, half round, half square. Now mounting the Elite tray to the INEOS, we have our 10mm thick, independently engineered mounts. So they're mounted to the chassis, which then the tray sits on top of those and it's bolted to that. Moving up to the side of the Elite tray, we have our side panel. Now there's a massive extrusion that runs along the length of the tray here, and we have our bolt-on color-coded panel that bolts to that. Now this is color-coded to the exact color of the vehicle. So this is the same 2-pack automotive paint you'd find on most vehicles these days. So that means after you've been forward driving, you are able to polish this just like you do your vehicle. Also on the side, we have these pins. Now this is how we mount our sideboards. So this canopy is completely bolt on and bolt off, or a wind off system as you so call it. Now with our trays, they are counted as a part-time system. With the Elite tray, we do not offer a full-time canopy system. However, with our Deluxe series, we do. Moving down, we have our toolboxes. Now there is one on both sides. They are completely dust and water resistant. They are double rubbered. They have a gutter system at the top here, so the water basically just flows down here and off to the side. They have compression locks, and of course with the Elite tray, we have a constant torque hinge. So as you can see, it's basically holding its weight just as it is. It's easy pushing up as well as pulling down. So we have configured the torque hinge so just to work perfectly, and it saves you, in case you have your handful of items, you can still lift up the toolbox without any worry. And of course with the compression hinges, that also helps with the water and dust proof. The Elite tray has been designed in a way that these items can be removed in case of being damaged. So the guards can be removed easily, the toolbox can be removed easily, this side panel piece here, if you were to damage it, it can be removed. The same with the light panel at the back here that we'll get to in a bit. That all can be removed and replaced easily. Moving on to the star of the show, we have our canopy. Now this is our Compact Series canopy, so it is 1500mm long. We'll open up here, we've got our compression locks, the same as our toolbox here. We've got rubbers all the way around, so it's completely dust and water resistant inside here, just as well as the toolbox. Moving up, now this has a layout on it. We have 3 different types of layouts for our canopies. We have a basic, a deluxe, and a deluxe light. This setup here is our deluxe light. That means a fridge setup here. We have our table and drawer combo. You might have seen, we have the map of Australia here. Space for here, a lot of people put our kitchen supplies in here. Close this back up. We have tie down points all around the canopy. Of course, a Bushman 130 litre sitting up the top here. Now you can also see at the top here, we have a uni-strut that is mounted to the roof of the canopy. That is how we mount our shelving and accessories for the canopy. So we have heaps of accessories that are available to fit and to suit your canopy needs. We have the rear of the vehicle. Now we have our light panel here. I mentioned before that this is completely unboltable. That is true for the Elite tray, so you can completely unbolt this part and replace it in case if damaged. We have our trundle drawer. This is 1200mm long, 220 kilos load rated. With the Elite tray, it includes a drop-in table, as you can see here, and there's also lockout. So if you're on a hill or a slight incline, this trundle drawer won't slide back in. It's got a lockout. Basically got to come on this side, unlock it, slide it back in, just like that. The trundle drawer is completely sealed as well, so you can put all your tools, your spare parts. Now with all of the vehicles that we offer trays to, we relocate all the factory features. Now of course that is no exception with the INEOS. So the INEOS comes with rear sensors in the cab chassis version, so we have made a custom bumper down the bottom here. You can see the sensors just propped along here. Now of course we have our exclusive tail lights, which just look fantastic. With this wiring package, we have our 240 out at the back here. Basically any 15 amp lead you'll be able to plug into the back here, whether you're at home or at a caravan site, and you can charge your battery up at the back here through the Alpha charger. Standard with the Compact Series canopy, we have our drop down ladder here. Super easy to use to access the ladder rack up the top here. Now this is our multi-rack. There's a couple of options you can option for your canopy. We have our rooftop tent bars, of course the multi-rack. We have our tradie rack as well, which is a bit longer than the multi-rack here. We have a wide range of accessories, including awning brackets as well to suit. So when you're optioning out of your canopy, we have a wide range of accessories to suit your needs. Also standard with our canopies, we have 2 spare tire holders at the back here. We have a thread that comes included in your package. Of course, two for both sides. You can option with a jerry can and a jerry can holder, just like this one here. This is our diesel jerry can in black. This is made in Townsville, completely Australian made, just like everything else that is on this canopy. Okay, and that concludes everything at the rear. Let's move around to the driver's side. Starting on this side, we have our AdBlue system. We have relocated the filler at the back here in a very convenient place. Of course, another toolbox, guard, and a water tap mounted underneath. It is a poly water tank. It is 40 litres. It is reverse fillable, so we have a tap here that has a standard hose fitting. Basically plug on a standard hose fitting, open the breather right at the top here, turn on the tap, and you can fill your tank all the way up. You actually get a few more litres there as you're pushing the air out at the top. Of course, you can standardly fill it at the top here, basically undo a thread that we custom make, and you can pop a hose in the top there. Moving on, we have relocated and made a custom fuel bracket down the bottom here, so it works exactly the same and flows exactly the same as factory. Moving on to the canopy, of course, two more compression locks. We open it up, and of course, because it's the Deluxe Lite version, we have nothing here. So this is empty space you can use for chairs, more storage boxes, whatever you'd like. You got tie downs that you can strap those boxes to. We have tie downs in the corner of the canopies as well. Now these tie points are a bit more special than you think. Of course, you got one in each corner here of this side on the Deluxe Lite. If you were to get a basic, you get 4 in each corner. On the Elite tray, we have 16 nutserts dotted around the tray to mount the canopy, as well as internal tie down points. So that means if you have the canopy off, you can basically use one of these same nutserts, screw the tie down points, and you can tie down your load, just as simple as that. Now, as I mentioned before, and just then, this canopy can be taken off completely. Now, as it's a tray, you are able to wind off this canopy. We have specialty legs that fit into these holes just here. Basically wind off, canopy can come off, tray size can go back on, and it's super flexible. So obviously during the week, you can put the tray sides back on, use it as a work ute. On the weekend, take the sides off, drop the canopy on, and away you go off to your campsite. Now, standard with our Deluxe and Deluxe Lites, include a shelf. Now you can option for various size shelves that come with your canopy. This is our medium shelf. It can also be moved, of course, on the Unistrut system that I mentioned before. So if you'd like to put it far down the end there, you can. Now that completes the walkthrough of this INEOS Grenadier Quartermaster. I hope you enjoyed it. For a limited time at the moment, INEOS and Norweld have a collaboration. There's $7,000 contribution if you were to order a Deluxe Plus tray with your cab chassis INEOS Grenadier Quartermaster. So make sure you get in contact with your local INEOS dealer. This vehicle is not done just yet. It is going to head off to our mates at JMax Off-Road Solutions on the Sunshine Coast. They're going to work their magic. They know everything about suspension. We can't wait to see it. Make sure you follow all of our socials, so Norweld Australia on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn if you'd like, and of course a YouTube channel. Make sure you're also following the INEOS social medias as well. There'll be lots of photos of this vehicle going up there. And of course, once it's all complete, it's going to look amazing, so you don't want to miss that out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.